Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very exciting day because I will be unboxing my coloring books. Some of you might know that I am making a fifth one now, and here is my third and fourth coloring book that I will be unboxing today. So yeah, it's a very exciting. Let's see how best to unbox this. It took me about 2 months to make each coloring book because each has 30 designs inside, and it takes me about 30 days to do the sketches, and then another 30 to do the line art, just because there's a lot of designs and I'm working a full-time job, so I don't have a full day to work on this. So, but I think 2 months. Look at this beautiful stack. Oh no, I made a mistake. Oh no. It's matte. I wanted it to be glossy. Why is it matte? This one is glossy and this one is matte. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, this one, maybe you can see a little bit how it's glossy, and this one is not the other one. So I have 2 new ones. I'm not too happy with this cover, but like, oh well, I can remake it up anytime. Just really wanted it to be published, so. And this one is the third one, and this one is the fourth one, but it's first in a series of Chibi ones. You can see I can't, oh yeah, for anyone who's not familiar with Amazon KDP, you can't leave a blank page, like a totally white page. So because I wanted each design to be on one page and then leave the other side not with a girl on it, because when coloring it can bleed through and it's not like the best option. So I added a little heart just because I like it, and it's kind of like my logo. Not really, but just a little bit. In the beginning, I use it in the beginning of the coloring book. Each one, this one has it too. So yeah, as you can see, I also in this new edition, in this new coloring book, I added my Instagram and my YouTube, the one that you're watching this on now, just because for some people might be interested in finding me sharing these. Let's remove this box out of the frame. Watching my work. So yeah, as you can see, when you're making these, like, double check what kind of cover you want. It either to be glossy like this one, see, it's shiny, and this one is not shiny, and I wanted it to be shiny, and I don't know how I made this mistake, but I made it. Oh well. So now I'll just have to, I think you can go in and edit your preferences. Let's see if each one is in good condition, because last time I ordered my coloring books, a few came in damaged, but these ones don't seem to be. So that's a very good sign. As you can see, this one is a dot collection. I added 2 designs that are to be seen on the back cover. and 2 on the front. These on the front are colored, obviously, and just because on Amazon you can only check about, I think, 6 or 5 pages, that first pages, to see what's inside. So you can only see up to the first or second girl, I think. So it's kind of just good to have more designs visible. I'm also thinking of, in my next coloring book I will be making, the 5th one now, I want to make little icons of each coloring book that I have made, a little cover icon on each, on the back. So yeah, like I got this idea, so I thought it would be a good one. Yeah, like, oh yeah, as you can see, this one is a little bit damaged, so I will be keeping this one and not gifting it to anyone. And then I will gift a couple to my little cousin who loves coloring, and she's adorable. And she saw my post on this coloring book on Instagram, and she was like, "I don't have this one yet." And like, I know, I'm ordering it now for you. So yeah, that's a little side story, but yeah. So yeah, for anyone who is interested in making coloring books or any kind of book on Amazon, it's like fairly easy to do, because you don't need to do the printing, you don't need to do the shipping. You just upload the cover file and you upload the inside file, the interior file, and that's the correct. As you can see on in this coloring book, I also couldn't leave the pages blank, so I did a little frame kind of installment, just because I needed to come up with something. And I had this frame in 3 of my coloring books now, but with the Chibi ones, I came up with the idea to do a little heart inside. So I might just keep the heart because it's a little bit cuter and you can actually color it in if you want to. So yeah, and I'm also thinking of maybe doing some simplistic item designs, like something like heart stars or something like that, just because this page blank, I don't like it blank, but I don't like it to be, oh yeah, this one is also damaged, I gotta keep this one, and I don't like it as it is now, but I just don't have good ideas on how to fill it, because I can't leave it blank. Amazon will reject your coloring book if you leave it blank. So that's why making sketchbooks, like blank sketchbooks, you can't make them on Amazon KDP. I don't think you can, because you can't leave blank pages. So unless maybe if you do a slightly colored one, like if the page is colored, maybe you can leave it blank. I'm not sure. I would need to look into that, but so yeah, you can make lined journals, you can make journals with quotes in them. There's a lot of different options you can do. So I decided, I made it a few journals that are lined, and a few journals that have a bit more content in them. And then I made coloring books. These, just because journals take much shorter to make, you can make it in a day, publish it in 3 days, just because the review period is up to 3 days. Sometimes they review it faster, and if you're accepted, it's up on Amazon in a day or 2, but sometimes it takes up to 3 days. So anyway, it's pretty fast turnaround time as compared to 2 months for a coloring book. But like, if you have time and you're not working a full-time job, then it could be much faster to make these. Just because I decided on 30 designs, you could do 20 maybe, just 25, a little bit less if you wanted to. You can do more, of course, but then it would take longer to make, so it's up to you how many designs you want to do. You can start with chibi, for example, just because chibis are a little bit easier to draw. And if you don't have the skill to draw, you can always outsource it and ask someone else to do it for you. But since I draw myself, I decided not to outsource anything, and just it's really fun for me to draw new designs and come up with new styles for the girls, new ideas, and also always double check if you don't have repeating designs inside, because for a moment there I thought I have a repeating design. I didn't, thank God. It's like, so yeah, like triple check this, because I always check when I make the file, just because I draw each girl separately on a separate file, and then in Canva I upload each file and I design the interior. So you can always by accident make a mistake of uploading the same girl twice in the same like coloring interior book file. So that's like, why does it added a page for some reason, and this one is blank, so I don't know how it works, but like you can't add a blank page yourself, but apparently Amazon can add a blank page for you. It's like, so yeah, maybe I just maybe it needs to be, maybe they need to have this like a little printed, where it's printed like insignia thing. Yeah, so I don't know which is best. Like, do you like this like blank kind of side page, or do you like the heart? I think the heart is much cuter, but I didn't come up with that idea before until the chibi one. So yeah, I mean, I only have 2 damaged coloring books, so that's a win, because Amazon apparently doesn't, as you saw, the box is not very sturdy. You can have books that are damaged. So yeah, like you can't really control this, so I don't know, maybe it's because I ordered more than one. The box is a little bit damaged, but anyway. So I have 1 damaged of this one and 1 damaged of this one, so this is like really good. I will be keeping 1 of each for myself anyway, so I don't mind it being a little bit damaged. It's not a big damage either way. And yeah, so have fun making your own coloring books if you want to. I can make a more in-depth video on the timeline, on how I make them, how I make time for making them, because that's very important. I'm making the 5th one, as I mentioned, which will be the 4th installment in this series, because it's a full body design and not a chibi design. And I have 14 sketches done and no line arts at the moment. I do mix it up sometimes, like I draw some sketches, then I draw the line arts of those sketches, and I do some more sketches. So it really depends, but like all around it takes around 2 months to make it. So I could maybe do a vlog or something, or a video that's more in depth on making coloring books specifically, just because I think it's an interesting topic. And if you want to make one yourself, you can. It's very easy. It's not hard to do. And especially the publishing, as a lot of people are like, oh, I can draw, but like, how do I publish? Like, you just click publish on Amazon. It's very easy. There's like, and yeah, the uploading is pretty straightforward and everything, and the review process, as I said, it's like up to 3 days, and you have the measurements right, and you have the interior right. As I mentioned, no blank pages is the most important one, and the bleed, the on top and on the side, you gotta leave a little bit of white space. As you can see, because my designs are not like, don't have a background or anything, I don't need to be worried about leaving out some of the design, because the design is like just the chibi girl in black and white. So yeah, there are some nuances that you need to be careful of when you're making these. Just as I said, like, there's an option to choose a glossy one that's like a little bit shiny, and a matte one that's not shiny, and I made a mistake of not making this one glossy as well. Like, it's not that bad. That happens. It's like, but I had the previous 2 of these in glossy design, so it's a little bit a bummer. If this one was matte, I wouldn't have minded as much, but oh well. And as I said, there's like small decisions you should make, like how many designs you're making, what kind of designs you're making. Is it for girls? Is it for boys? Is it an adult coloring book? This one is obviously more geared towards children, but I'm coloring these myself, so I don't think it's like very much makes a difference. Like, does it make a difference? Like, I don't know. Like, you color whatever you want. Like, you can make a mandala coloring book that's totally not like human designs. Like, this one's a girl, and like I have some dogs here in this one, but like, so it really depends on what you want to make. So as I mentioned, I can make a more in-depth video about this, about how to make a coloring book. Let me know if you want that kind of video. And yeah, you can find my coloring books on Amazon, and the link is down below in the description. And thank you for supporting me by watching this video. Thank you if you were even considering buying these coloring books for yourself or your children or your whatever family members or anyone who might be interested in your circle of friends and family that would be interested in this coloring book, or this one, or any of 2 of my previous ones. Oh, let me grab them. I'll show you those for anyone who hasn't seen them yet. Here they are. This one's the first one, and this one is the second one. I actually like this one the best out of all of the ones that I made so far. The 4 I've made so far. I'm not sure why, but like, as you can see, I kept the damaged one for myself. So this one is a little bit damaged. So like, both of these are glossy covers. On the back is like 2 designs each, so you can see 4 designs on the covers alone. And on Amazon, as I mentioned, you can go inside and see at least the first, I think, girl you can see. So yeah, I can do a flip through as well if you would like a video like that of each colored one. And as you can see, I colored one of these myself. I do color some of them, some of these girls for my art time-lapse videos for YouTube. So you can see some of those girls in my video library if you would like to check them out. Like I've started coloring this one, but for some reason I forgot to finish it. So yeah, there's like a lot, and yeah, like I think Amazon just does this last page as their kind of token thing, because it's on every coloring book that I have. It's either I made a mistake in design of the, but I don't think I did, like, because it's the correct page number, so should be fine. And I also didn't mention that I have a color test page in the beginning. I'm not sure like if it's necessary or not. Like you don't have to make a color test page, but I thought it would be a good idea just because I myself want to test my colors on this paper. So I like having a space for that. So yeah, now I have 4 of these. 1 volume, 2nd volume, 3rd volume, and volume 1 of the Chibi design that are cute witches actually. I wanted to do couples for Valentine's Day, but since I have a full-time job, I didn't have time to make it, sadly. I made like half of it and just I scrapped the project for now. Maybe I'll use it later, the designs I mean, but for now I scrapped the project just because I don't have time. I mean, I didn't make it in time for the Valentine's Day. It's been a month now, so I mean couples are kind of like all around year-round thing, but it's okay. I'm making a 4th volume of this series, and then I will make maybe a chibi one just to accompany this one. I will see if I will make, maybe Chibi Pirates would be cool, because I'm thinking of doing a series for boys as well, and I wanted to do pirates specifically for boys just because, like, I don't know, boys like pirates, I think. It'd be fun to do. So, because the designs are very like fantasy-like, and these are more modern, as you can see, like daily designs. Like this one maybe is a little bit different, but yeah, so doing pirates would be cool. So I'm thinking about doing that as well when I finish the current project that I'm working on. So we'll see what will be the 6th design, but for now let's finish the 5th one. And as I mentioned, let me know what kind of video you would like. If you would like more videos featuring how to make a coloring book, how to plan for making a coloring book, what kind of bullet journal spreads I use for that, for tracking my designs, and any other tips or tricks you would like, because it's very fun to make these, and if you have a little how do I say it correctly? A little spark for art. It's a very fun outlet, and you could also make a couple dollars here and there from these, especially if you have a little bit of a following, perhaps, because my following is very small, so I don't have a lot of sales. Like I have a few here and there. I ran some ads a week or so ago, and I got more sales than usual, so that was very nice, but it's kind of, I didn't make as much money to make up for paying for the ads, but it got me a little bit more exposure, so that's very nice. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know which type of video you would like to see next, and see you in my next video. Bye!